Welcome back student. Today we will see how to perform the circular convolutions by using MATLAB. For this purpose, here I am choosing two sequence. First sequence x is equal to sine 3 pi n by 8. You have to write down this 3 pi n by 8 into the circular bracket, and this first sequence has a 8 samples. Another second sequence h equal to, you have to write down this h into the square bracket 1 1 1 1. You have to complete the square bracket. In this h be the, we know that h be the impulse samples. Okay, h be our impulse samples, and the samples available in this h is 4 samples. We know that whenever we performing circular convolution in DFT, we use this condition max between the x comma h bracket. Complete this max x comma h bracket indicate the maximum number of samples available between the two input samples, which is x and h, which are resulting in the our circular convolutions result. For this purpose, I will perform the MATLAB syntax operation in this way. So we are concentrating on MATLAB program. First you have to write down the clear all, then enter. As we know that there are the 8 samples in first sequence, write down small n equal to 0 is to 7. After that write semicolon and enter into the next line. In next line we have to write small x is equal to our first sequence, which is our first input sequence. So sine in circular bracket 3 asterisk pi n by 8, and bracket will be completed. After that, by completing this circular bracket, you have to write semicolon and enter into the next line. In next line you have to write small h equal to in square bracket 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1, square bracket complete, followed by semicolon. H indicate our second input sequence and x indicate our first input sequence. In first input sequence there are the 8 samples available, so the length of first sequence will be greater than the length of second sequence, as I am suggesting earlier to you. So therefore in next line you have to write nx is equal to length in circular bracket small x bracket complete followed by semicolon. Into the next line you have to write NH equal to length in circular bracket write small h bracket complete semicolon. Here length indicate the number of samples available in the both sequence. So into the next line you have to write capital N equal to 8 followed by semicolon. Here we know that we use max nx comma nh. For this purpose we are concentrating on DFT or discrete Fourier transform. You know that the discrete Fourier transform theoretically for the theoretical calculations to find out the resultant convolution you have to use these conditions max in circular bracket nx comma nh bracket complete. This max indicate the length of the resultant samples. Okay, now we will see if conditions. If after that you have to write this if, after that if you have to write n which is less than maximum samples between the nx and nh bracket complete. Here our bracket is circular bracket. Into the next line write down error. In single inverted comma you have to write capital N must be greater than equal to maximum samples between the nx and nh bracket complete followed by single inverted comma and again you have to complete our bracket and write down the end conditions. In the next line you have to write y equal to c co and v in bracket x comma h comma n bracket complete. Why we write here c co and v? Because we are performing circular convolution in discrete Fourier transform applications and perform this whole program into the MATLAB. Now I will copy this program into the MATLAB. Here I am copy this program as it is. Into the MATLAB script file. So new script file, I will save this program as DT. Okay, and going for simulation of program or running of this program. Next you have to use add path. After that you are getting the answer for this program into the MATLAB applications. Thank you. Here you are getting 1.2483, 2.5549, 2.5549, 1.2483, 0.2483, minus 1.0583, minus 1.0583, 0.2483.